Back again, day 10, video challenge, yes. Right, I have a cold, that's why I look like I'm on drugs and sound like shit. So I'm going to have to do this really quickly before my nose runs, because that is gross. Okay? So day 10's topic is views on love and relationships. And I'm going to do the two separately because sometimes they're just not intertwined. You could be in love with someone but not in a relationship, and you can be in a relationship with someone and just not love them. Which is perfectly, you know, it happens. It happens. Of course it happens. But, you know, anyway. In terms of love, there shouldn't be any boundaries. No class, race, gender boundaries. It's, if you love someone, you love someone, you shouldn't be judged for it. You know, I mean, people are just like, oh, it's chemicals, oh, chemicals. You just know, they dumb it down. They dumb it down. You know, it's a lot more than, yes, okay, scientifically, yeah, it is chemicals. But it's more than that. You got to put more than that in it. You just can't be, you can't walk up to someone and say, oh look, my brain's just had a chemical reaction for you. You know, because that just sounds fantastic, and you know, that's incredibly amazing chat up line right there. And no, I haven't ever used it. In fact, I don't think I've ever used a chat up line, unless I'm shitting with someone. But anyway. But yeah, it's, people dumb it down with that, and I just, you know, that's just my opinion. But, you know, and I hate it when people are homophobic, or, you know, because it's just, why? Why? Just because a man loves a man or a woman loves a woman doesn't mean it's wrong. Just because it's might not be what they're doing, you know. And then you've got to question what there's going on in their heads or how they've been raised or whatever, because, you know, that's a bit, I mean, there are only boundaries are put into something like this when they've been raised like it. You're not born thinking, oh, I can't fall in love with that person because they're from another country, or I can't fall in love with that person because we're the same gender and we've got the same bits, you know? It's just not right. It's just not fair. You know, it's just, I've got to blame that sort of thing on surroundings and things they've heard around. I mean, you can't always control that, obviously, and it's not always, like, family fault either, but, you know, it's just horrible to hear that, you know, so yeah, quite, you know, anti-homophobic, gets me quite rageous, so, again, jump topics, but, you know, so yeah, that's my view on love. Fantastic. Now on relationships, I think you should do what makes you happy. If you want to be in an open relationship with someone and both of you agree, then good on you. You know, I'm not going to stand there and go, oh no, oh, that ain't right, you know. How is that a relationship, you know? Because that's just blatant ignorance. It's like, just because you not in one doesn't make it wrong, just like the whole, you know, relationship thing, women, men, you know, you've watched it. And, you know, there shouldn't be any, like, time limit either. That's what pisses me off. When people are walking around going, oh, no. Oh, how long have you been going out? Oh, 3 months, is it? Oh, you're moving a bit fast, aren't you? They're like, what? What? Seriously now? Seriously, did you just say that? Is it just because you waited for 6 years before you even decided to talk to each other about future things doesn't mean that I have to wait 6 years to do the same thing. Just because you're not ever going to get married doesn't mean I'm not allowed to. That's one thing. I mean, I had previous things. Someone was having us, oh, you're a bit young to be engaged, aren't you? And I was just like, what? Just because you have 2 kids with a guy and not planning on getting married doesn't mean that, you know, I have to follow in suit. You know, you're my geography teacher, not my fucking, I don't know. I wouldn't even let my parents dictate to me that. I don't. That's a different video. But, you know, it's just everybody's time limits and, God. It's like they think that they can just jump in on someone else's relationship. It's like, oh no, I'm not doing it like that, so it's wrong. Oh, diddums, I don't give a shit. You know, if you want to be in a relationship for a week, get married, have 8 dozen children, you know, in that week. Obviously, I know it'd be pretty difficult to have 8 dozen children in a week, but you know, if you want to do that, yay! Fantastic shit right there. You know, if you want to do that, you do it. If you want to wait 100 years before you even start talking about having a family, that's brilliant too. I mean, it might sound like quite blasé, if that's the word, quite vague even, but you know, seriously. Oh, pisses me off. You know, if you do what you want, it's your relationship, no one else's. If you're in a relationship with each other and you're letting other people dictate to you what to do, then more for you, really. I mean, and also, I mean, like, previous experience, I'm a bitch. But, you know, you shouldn't, like, dictate to each other where they can and can't go, who they can and can't talk to, etc. Because that spirals out of control, I should know. You know, it just gets out of hand and ruins things, which it does. Unless, you know, there's usually other contributing factors, like they become a cunt. You know, that's your usual one as well. You know, get the hell out of there. Right, dick. But, you know, everything should be relaxed, calm. It's good. Not uptight shit. They're going out drinking and I don't know all of the friends who are going. Oh, everybody's going to be sleeping with each other by the end of the night, you know, because that's quite harsh. You know. And a tad ridiculous, unless they're in the habit of doing that, obviously, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with them because that's trust issues that you're never going to recover if they're always going out sleeping with their friends without asking. You know, can I go sleep with so-and-so? I'd like it if you didn't. But, you know, and, you know, it was like, don't get shitty with them if they're looking at other people, because they're not going to run off and fuck them. They're looking at them. What's the worst they're going to do with their eyes? They're just going to look at them. Oh, look, they mentally undressed them. Ha, they can't have it. Laugh at them. Laugh at them, if anything. Because if they're eyeing someone up to the extent that they've mentally stripped them, then bloody hell. Shit a brick, laugh at them. Because they can't do anything about it. What they're experiencing in their pants about that person ain't going to be fulfilled by that person. It shouldn't be fulfilled by you either, because they've got it over someone else. You know, just don't. It's just not fair. Just laugh at them and they'll be like, why are you laughing at me? It's like, because you won't be getting any from that love. You know? Yeah. Be calm, relaxed, liberal, love who you want to love. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So yeah, hope you have fun. Hope I haven't insulted anyone. I'm good at that. But anyway, again, sorry for the shitty voice. But have fun. Have fun.